Union colony settlers recognized that something had been left behind when they first came to the Eastern Plains. They were missing the arts. To fill the void, art, drama, literature, and music circles were formed. Many thrived for years, but only one such is still active today. In 1907, the Greeley Fortnightly Music Club was formed by 10 local women. It is now the oldest, continuously active arts organization in the city. 4 of the original members accounted for 233 combined years of membership, including Lucy Delbridge. Delbridge was a member for over 70 years until her death in 1974 at 94 years of age. Among its members since 1907 are Arts Legacy Hall of Fame Class of 2019 inductees Ruth Savig and Howard Skinner. The club's goals are to stimulate musical interest among Greeley citizens, develop the musical talents of its members, as well as engage in the simple joy of music and community. An original play produced by the group in recent years entitled Phoebe Fortnightly is a modern manifestation of this joy. In the early years, Fortnightly brought nationally known musicians to Greeley. Many members taught music, and because the club was prominent in the formation of the Greeley Symphony, members often performed with that group. The Greeley Philharmonic Orchestra, also a 2019 Arts Legacy honoree, evolved directly from the Greeley Symphony. In fact, Mrs. Delbridge became the first concertmaster for the symphony, an extremely rare position for a woman in that era. In the July 30th, 1939 edition of the Musical Courier, a national publication, writer Ella Mae Smith reveals how sophisticated the music club was. The Greeley Fortnightly Musical Club met at the home of Mrs. S. H. Southard. A program of American songs were sung delightfully by Charlotte Findley and charmingly by Vivian Isabel Rankin. Mrs. C. E. Southard provided splendid as well as sympathetic accompaniments. The club has accomplished much the past year, Smith writes, reflecting Greeley's large German population, having presented the German opera Hansel and Gretel with club talent. Smith mentions regular afternoon recitals, the topics of which are impressive: German classical and romantic music, religious music in English and German, modern German and American composers, Shakespeare on music, as well as the comparison of Der Freischütz and Der Fliegende Holländer, operas by Carl Maria von Weber and Richard Wagner. Smith praises the group. This club is wide awake, ambitious, and enterprising, as well as very much alive to the best in music literature. And Greeley, with 10,000 inhabitants, has a good opera house. These Western musicians are very alert to the history and trends of music, Ella Mae Smith stated. This club has the fields well tilled and already has reaped fine harvest. Currently, with about 35 members, the Greeley Fortnightly Music Club continues to celebrate and nurture a community whose fields are now hallowed musical ground, primed for future generations of song.